Hi everyone, Tammy Latcher with Movement Mortgage. Today I want to talk about a pre-approval letter. Did you know there's two different types of pre-approval letters? A lot of people don't know this, but there is. It's called a pre-approval letter no matter what, but there are two different types behind the scenes. So one, there's a pre-qualification. So this pre-qualification has a no compliance program behind it, and it's a very simple process. The borrower fills out an application, you double check the application information, you ask a few questions, you get the documents that you need to say, okay, well, let's verify some of the income, just the basics, like a quick little skim to get the automated underwriting service so we could run it. You run that behind the scenes underwriting service, and what it has a bunch of things in play that it double checks a few things and says, hey, they're eligible for this program. Or it will say ineligible for this program. And you have a pre-qualification letter. Pre-approval letter, something totally different. There's a ton of compliance behind it. I could go into a 2-hour conversation about the compliance behind it. There's so much compliance behind it that most of the mortgage companies and banks and credit unions do not have a pre-approval program. So I can tell you most of your pre-approval letters that you are receiving are pre-qualifications. So when you're 10 days down the road and you find out the underwriter looked at the file and they're self-employed and their debt to income ratio does not qualify them for the loan, that's because it wasn't looked at the beginning and a worksheet wasn't done on that self-employment borrower to get the proper income so you would know that ahead of time. So the pre-approval program, it's like a pre-underwriting or an underwriting process. There's two different things that can be done, right? So we have a project manager that's been in underwriting for many, many, many years, and my job is to kind of think like an underwriter. So I'm not just a loan officer. I have the experience behind me to know what docs to ask for and why, to catch those things that could become issues later. So if you have a self-employment borrower, I fill out that self-employment worksheet, which is intense, by the way. And I ask a million questions before I actually run it through the automated underwriting service, because I want to make sure that that income is correct and we're not going to run into any issues. I want that pre-approval to stick. Not only that, we have a second pair of eyes that looks at it for us to make sure that we made no mistakes, because trust me, it's hard to make a mistake. Nobody's perfect, especially with self-employed borrowers or dealing with commission or dealing with bonuses. You have to have 2 years of commission and bonuses to qualify. You can't just use that information up front. You have to prove that they've gotten it for 2 years. Self-employment borrowers, I want to tell you right now that if you plan on buying a home, you get with your CPA and you make sure that you tell them that this is the type of home that I want to buy, and that you are not writing everything off and not getting the income to buy the home that you want to buy. So if you're writing everything off and you're making $50,000, you need to not write off so much. Make more money so you can get more of a home. People don't realize that we take a 2-year average of that bottom line. So it takes all those write-offs out. So get with your CPA, and if you want me to, I can even help your CPA figure out what your income needs to be to get you qualified for that home. So those are the two differences. There's much more information to this behind the scenes, but I wanted it to be simple, and I wanted you guys to know exactly what the differences are. I do want you to know that Movement Mortgage does have a pre-approval program. It's called the MBA program. It is on hold right now until this big rush is gone, right? It's hard to get all these pre-approvals through underwriting when we've had a big boom and we had to hire more underwriters. So it should be coming back soon, I hope. But in the meantime, we are having people behind the scenes double checking us, and we're still making sure that our pre-approvals stick. So I hope this was helpful. So if y'all need a pre-approval, let me know. My name is Tammy Latcher, and you can click on my link on my Facebook page, and it will go to my website. Also, when you go to my website, in the upper right hand corner, you're going to get a pop-up, and that's going to allow you to download my app. I highly suggest gather your docs, get them in the system, put them on your Google Docs. Get those main documents you need, your W-2s, your bank statements, your pay stubs, get your tax returns, get everything that you need. So when you're ready to fill out that application and you upload it off my app You can take pictures of it and everything from there. I highly suggest looking for a loan officer first, getting that pre-approval, taking the time to do it to make sure it sticks. And I can refer you to a real estate agent. I've been working with tons of agents, and I know them personally, so I can tell you that you're going to get a good agent. Also, it goes both ways. You can go to a realtor first and they can refer a good loan officer. It's vice versa. We work together as a team. So give me a call. My number is 704-299-3913. I'll talk to you soon.